Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop me.
Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing.
Tonight, from Portland, Oregon, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the Portland Snowhawks taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, we write a finish to Week 12 with a good Monday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Portland Snowhawks. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Let's get him. Come on.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The numbers for Smith a week ago: 4 catches, 77 yards, and a touchdown. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And he comes back with one complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Again, it's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Cook up the gut, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
On 2nd and 12, Winston. He'll drop this underneath to Carter. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Play fake. Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights, national television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
Okay, here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff up the middle. Hawkins. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Off play action. Sheldon. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. We'll get an injury stoppage, and it appears to be the wideout, Jahan Dotson. He's the one shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Looking to throw. Sheldon. Buying time to his left. And it's caught. Touchdown. Cade Otton. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Snowhawks have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And Cade Otton capped things off with a touchdown grab.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
First target, first catch, and a first down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Jameis to throw it. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Another try after the first down sack. Winston setting up the screen for Cook.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
On 3rd down, Winston. And that is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And his kick here is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime.
Off the play fake. Sheldon. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Sheldon. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. On first down, Sheldon. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. A final shot before break. Sheldon. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So we're at halftime here. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And the half will begin with a touchback. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground. Taking it right down Broadway. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Off play action. Sheldon. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Winston now. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nakobe Dean in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Winston. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Love the effort there. I mean, to get a field goal block in this situation because they knew what was going on. They give up those 3 points there. It's now a 2-possession game.
Yeah, that really changes the complexion here in the second half, doesn't it?
It really does, and now you give your team more than a fighting chance and a little momentum. Terrific job by them setting the tone and picking up their defense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. A give to Kamara running right. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. And they're going to speed things up here. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 59 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Looking to throw. Sheldon. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. His throw caught at about the 5. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 3rd down. It's Hawkins. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Right back to him on 1st down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. To throw on 2nd down. Sheldon to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these points.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Alvin Kamara. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Snowhawks take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Now, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3, 4, 5 between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Edwards. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Vikings on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Winston. This one to the left to Higbee. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Smith will come in motion right. Throwing on 1st down. Sheldon. Complete right side to Otten. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10. Sheldon. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Sheldon. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Snowhawks are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Winston's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw, Winston. He completes it to Boyd. And Tyler Boyd, he's going to go. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The 1st down throw for Winston. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
On 2nd down, Winston again. And complete, right side to Cook. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Working out of the gun, Winston. Got Edwards now on the slant. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. His pass caught at the 4. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. Tyler Higbee from 4 yards out. And the Vikings have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Winston to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Airing it out deep for Smith. This is caught inside the 15. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Kamara up the middle. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Winston. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play, they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end, They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the home team here, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8.
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it so. But I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. I'm on the big screen. I took a big swing out of life. I'm doing big things in my life. I deserve 6 rings. I've got a no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from flow seats. I'm a whole king. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Ooh, it's trouble in paradise. So let's parachute where the air's nice. And let's risk it all on the paradise. But she just wanna make sure her hair's nice. That's fair, right? I just fell in love with a prima donna. The 2023 Madonna. I mean, your honor, I was minding my business until she gave me complete nirvana.